This is part 2 of your geometry review. We're going to pick up on number 5. So number 5 says tell whether exactly one triangle, more than one triangle, or no triangles are possible using the given measurements. Circle your answer and then explain your choice. This is the concept that we were working on when we did the spaghetti inequality theorem. So when we had a piece of spaghetti and we broke it up into smaller pieces and then tried to see if we could get it to form a triangle. With that, we found that the small plus the medium side had to be greater than the largest side. If it was less than or equal to, then it would not work. Okay, so in part A, all three are the same, so I'm just going to pick the first two. Okay, 3 plus 3 is bigger than 3, since 6 is bigger than 3. So that means that there is a triangle, and it's going to be exactly one triangle. Okay, so really this is the work that you're going to explain. So I chose my answer because the two smallest sides added up to be larger than the third side. Okay, and then you might also want to reference this theorem up here and say that if that's true, then you get a triangle. Okay, part B, we have 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 10 centimeters. So 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Based on our theorem, we can't have it equal. Remember, if it's equal, you'll have a 4 centimeter, a 6 centimeter, and it'll be the same length, but you won't be able to actually form a triangle. So this would be no triangles. I chose my answer because the two smallest sides, or the sum of the two smallest sides, added up to be equal to the third side. And because of the triangle inequality theorem, and we'll put that in parentheses, small plus medium is greater than large. These lengths will not form a triangle. You know, it's okay if yours is not word for word what I put, as long as you explained why you picked the answer you did and you picked the correct answers. Okay, number 6, circle the sketch of the cross-section of a rectangular pyramid that is cut parallel to its base. Then name the shape of the cross-section. So right away, we want a rectangular pyramid, and the middle one is not a rectangular pyramid. Okay, the other two are possible. We want the one where the cross-section, so that would be this piece right here, or this piece right here. We want the one that is parallel to the base. Now in the first one, this forms a 90-degree angle, so this one is perpendicular. Okay, that's not the one that we want. This one is parallel. So this one is the one that we want. Okay, now name the shape of the cross section. So it's asking, what is this shape right here? Now a lot of people are quick to say square, but the problem is we don't know if that's a square. All it tells us is that it's a rectangular pyramid. So the most specific that we can be is saying that that cross section is a rectangle. Okay, number 7 is just writing down your formulas. So area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Area of a circle is pi times radius, or pi r squared. Circumference of a circle is either pi times diameter or 2 pi r. Okay, surface area of a rectangular prism. This is the long one, 2 times length times width plus 2 times height times length plus 2 times width times height. Okay, rectangular prism surface area. Surface area for any prism, including a rectangular prism, is 2 times the area of the base, so capital B, plus the perimeter of the base times the height of the prism. I'm going to write these out down here so that it's really clear what they represent. Okay, B is area of the base. P is perimeter of the base. And H is height of the prism. Okay, now when we do volume of the prism, we're going to use B, capital B, and capital H. So volume of any prism is the area of the base times the height of the prism. And those are the same variables that we just used for the previous equation. All right, now we're going to use those formulas. So it says we have a diagram of a wrestling mat. Part A, what is the area of the innermost circle? So step 1, area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Okay, step 2, plug in the numbers we know. So pi is 3.14, and the radius of the innermost circle, the diameter is 10, so the radius is 5. Okay, so we're going to do 3.14 times 5, or 3.14 times 25. Okay, multiply. And add them up. And the decimal goes over 2 places, so step 3, area equals 78.5, and this is in feet, so step 4 is feet squared. All right, part B, what is the circumference of the outermost circle? So since they gave us the diameter, we're going to use the formula circumference equals pi times diameter. Okay, step 2, circumference equals 3.14 multiplied by 28. Okay, to get to step 3, we're going to multiply those two together. 32 and add them up. Okay, and then the decimal is going to go over 2 places, so step 3, circumference equals 87.92, and this is in plain old regular feet, since we're just talking about distance around the circle. So part A, we wanted the whole thing shaded in, and part B, we just wanted the distance going around the outside. Okay, number 9 is a big one. We're going to calculate the surface area and volume for each prism. So first, surface area, write our formula. 2 length times width plus 2 width times height plus 2 height times length. Okay, and we're going to label 2 is the height, 3 is the width, and 6 is the length. Now, if you labeled them differently on a rectangular prism, honestly, it doesn't matter, so that's okay. Just make sure that your answer ends up the same. All right, so we're going to do 2 times 6 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 2 plus 2 times 2 times 6. Okay, do each piece by itself. So we've got 12 times 3 is 36. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, and 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, so this is step 1. Step 2. Step 3, we're going to add all those numbers up together. So we get surface area equals 72. And step 4 is feet squared. Area is always in square units. All right, and to find the volume, we're going to do area of the base times the height. So we can do this 3 times 6 for the base, and then multiply that by the height of the prism. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 6 is 36. And volume is always in feet cubed, or how many cubes fit inside. All right, on to the triangular prism. So I'm going to trace the base, okay, and surface area. The formula that we can use is 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the height. Okay, so step 2. The area of the base, we're going to do 3 times 4 divided by 2 because it's a triangle. So 3 times 4 divided by 2 plus the perimeter, that's all the way around, 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 12, times the height of the prism, which is 8. All right, now we're going to simplify this. So if we multiply by 2 and divide by 2, those simplify. So we've got 12 plus 12 times 8. Okay, so we can simplify a little bit and just do 12 times 9. Okay, and you're going to get 108 for that. So all of that together is 108. So step 3, surface area equals 108 feet squared. All right, and now for volume. Just like before, volume equals area of the base times the height of the prism. Okay, we already found area of the base, so I'm going to use that over here. So 3 times 4 divided by 2, all times the height. Okay, so 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 6 times 8 is 48. So step 1, step 2, step 3, and this is volume, so we're going to do feet cubed. All right, and I'm going to pause again here, and you can watch the rest of the video for video 3 to see the last part.